outside for the first time today, guys. Yes, they should have been out before this, but the reason why they're coming outside for the first time right now is because we've kept having really cold weather, and even on the days where it kind of warmed up a little, the wind was still really cold. Today is the first time that we have good weather all around. So, excuse the mess of this kennel, please. It was used last night, and I haven't cleaned it out yet. I'm just using this to carry them out. This is going to be a good day for them to get used to the outside world. Hi, duckies. Hi, duckies. Squirt is very curious. Don't lean against the door. This is another transport bucket of ours. They're over there. Go get him. Go get him. Look at you, duckies. Geese are all so curious. Hi, babies. Duckies. These are still babies, guys, okay? They're babies. But they have enough plumage and feathers that they should be able to start acclimating to the outside temperatures, even though it is wintertime, but it's winter in Texas. So Squirt has a thing about small birds, like small waterfowl. She's very curious about them. Whenever we babysat, we did some bird sitting for friends of ours last year, and Squirt was so curious about the duckies. It's actually kind of funny. Little duckies, hi! I know it's scary, isn't it? Ducky. Layla's definitely very curious. Sorry, I know. This is Melody's other 3 chickens, the other youngsters. They're in this enclosure throughout the day, which keeps them protected from the gaggle and from the rest of the chicken flock, so we don't have to worry about any bullying happening when the size is obviously not fair. These guys need to get used to being outside and get used to being around other animals. And once that happens and they're used to everything, they will be able to meet the gaggle without having anything in between. But first we need to make sure everybody gets used to each other so we don't have anything bad happening, okay? Especially right now, getting close to mating season, pretty bird is dangerous to these little duckies. But they're definitely interested in each other. I said duckies. Duckies. I know you're scared, babies. I know. Duckies. What are you guys looking at? You see the sky for the first time, huh? Oh, I see some shimmer on 2 of them. 2 of them. Look how little they are compared to the geese, guys. How crazy is this? They're tiny compared to the goosies. Alright, let me get you guys some food and water. And a pool. No, babies. Hold on. Hold on, bucks. Hold on. Alright, let's go get them some water first, and then we'll get them food. Hi, babies. Until the geese are definitely curious about the duckies, and the duckies are definitely curious about the geese. They're like, wait, you guys are similar, but still very different. They're strange. Hi, kitties. Hey, popcorn, be nice. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get them some water real quick. Super strong, so I'm just throwing out the small one. This guy will be big enough for them to put their entire beak in so that they can clean out their nostrils while they're eating. This is something I usually do as a rule, is that the first thing I bring my birds when it comes to food and water is I always start with water. Because especially with waterfowl, they need water to be able to eat properly and safely. Chickens are foraging in the trees over there. They've been doing that lately. Little dorkies. And let that thing fill back up. I'm gonna go back over just a second. And then I don't know yet if I'm gonna have the ducks sleep inside or outside tonight. I may have them sleep indoors. It depends on what the weather is going to be like tonight. So what I do sometimes with younger animals is if the weather is nice overnight, if the weather is nice for the day, but then cold at night, what I'll do is I'll let them out during the day, but I have them spend the nights inside. But of course, that's only possible if the daytime temperatures are not too much of an extreme difference to the nighttime temperatures. How is this? Walk around in your yard, gotta pay attention to stuff. I do usually use this one for goslings when they're young. Because part of my water hose broke, my second piece of my water hose, one of them burst a while back. Hey Bert, I'm just trying to move it, dude. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. That's gonna be their pool. Hi, duckies. Hi, duckies. Duckies. Anyway. Mud all over my hands. Alright, now I'm gonna need to use this baby. And I'm gonna need to use that bucket right there. Come on, water hose. As close as I can get you. That's about it. Right there. This is it. This is how close I can get the water hose to there. Because I used to use a second water hose attached to this one to be able to reach like all over the place. But the second water hose broke. And now I have to carry stuff, which is super annoying. Part 2 of getting the duckies set up is making sure they have a pool for water. But there's 2 things to keep in mind here. One, they're young, which means they may still be at risk for drowning. Even though they have their feathers and they should be fine, you don't want to risk them drowning. So it's really important to remember with geese, with waterfowl in general, if they were not raised by their parents, so if they're not cuddling with their parents at night, if they're not being raised by mom and dad, they become what's called waterlogged when they're in the water for too long. And the reason this happens is because when they're parent raised, when they cuddle with their parents, the oils that make these birds waterproof actually spread onto the baby's feathers or onto the baby's down. That's why little baby ducklings and baby goslings can swim for like ever in the water and dive and everything without getting wet. Whereas when you hand raise them, you'll notice that for some reason, to most people it's a mystery, for some reason they don't stay dry like they do when mama's raising them. So the whole reason behind this actually is because they don't have those oils yet. Their own oil gland that each and every one of the waterfowl have does not function properly until their feathers are pretty much fully grown, and they have to learn to spread those oils all over their feathers. It is a talent to properly cover themselves in those feathers. Another factor that I have to consider is that I have 3 chickens in here. Having these 3 chickens in here, now obviously these guys are nowhere near mating, so they're not a risk to the chickens yet. But having these 3 chickens in here, I need to make sure that those chickens don't drown either. So, 1, I want to use a shallow pool that I know that they can jump in and out of, which I will be adding something in there to also make it easier for them to get out of there. Number 2, I'm not going to fill it up with water all the way. I'm going to fill it with water enough that they can bathe, but not enough to where the chickens or the ducklings could drown. And that is very important to keep in mind. And a lot of people don't know this. And sadly, a lot of people actually lose ducklings and chickens due to these factors. I know, Pipper. Nom 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 nom. Look at that cute face. Watch. You're so cute. Look at that. Nom 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 nom. Yes, I know you guys are gonna be happy because Mama's making you mud. Hi, Nadia. How are you today? Guess what? I've actually been waiting for you to be online because I gotta tell you something. We found a hubby for Squirt, and all we're waiting for is for the weather to allow him to come join us. And it's not gonna be a cackling gander. And I do have my reasons for it. But he's got to be a barnacle goose. We've got a barnacle gander who will be joining our gaggle soon as he can safely be transported here. So that Squirt is not by herself anymore. Look at her all the way over there, running around by herself. These right here are little duckies that I got from my friend. Hatched them out, raised them up inside. The weather finally permits me to bring them outside. New squirt. So, I'm getting them set up. Aren't they cute though? They are khaki mixes. I'm not sure if they're 100% khaki or what they are. One of them does have a really nice little white mark on her chest. No idea if they're male or female. We'll have to see about that. This is the first time they're getting to forage outside. The weather kept not permitting for them to forage out. Look at this one. It's got a little tuft on its head. There's only one of them that's got a little tuft on its head, and that's the same one that has a white mark on its chest. Bugs! You dummy-o. This in here. Not giving them a crap ton of water. This is going to be enough for now, and it's not a whole lot. Like I said, I'm intentionally doing this because they're young. This is the first time in this kind of setup, and we don't want them drowning. We don't want them getting waterlogged. They are still young. I need to go clean this thing out. All right, get out of here. Yeah, this enclosure has come in very, very, very handy. Very, very, very handy. It's been very helpful, especially with these youngsters. But it's been working really well. All right, babies. Hi, Pivot. Hi, Pivot. Pretty bird. This thing's sprayed out. He's nasty. That's nasty. They're foraging, having themselves a good old time. It's kind of funny though how curious they are about the duckies in the beginning, like just completely obsessed with them. And then after a little while, they're just like, all right, cool. That's yesterday's news. But the duckies are definitely very interested in the geese. They were like following them around as the geese were like walking circles around this thing. The geese were like following them around. You see the birds fly, huh, ducky duckies? Yes, I know. I'll get you some food. Hold on. I don't think my son fed him this morning. So I'll fill this up with water real quick, and I'm going to go get them some food. So this can soak while I look out food for everybody. Alright, now let's get the water over here. Look, I had forgotten to take the water out of the pools the other day when it first started freezing. So everything, all of our pools had perfect areas, perfect frozen water in it. It's been melting now. No, they're gonna be loving all that mud. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab some water. Hi, Bucks. Hey, Quesadilla. I'll spend the weekend hurrying, sewing these little saddles made from an old jacket to get my girls covered, our chickens covered, because it was getting cold suddenly. And we were going to be getting real close to negative. And some of our girls have not yet molted to grow back their feathers ever since we had that whole situation with the juvenile roosters. And but now they've got little jackets on, and that helps them stay warm. It has a similar inside to this. So it actually, you know what? I have one that I'm working on right now over here. It's these little ones. And it's one of my daughter's old jackets. And I'm working on stitching it. I enjoy hand stitching. And it helps them stay warm. Anyway, I gotta grab some food real quick. So I'm gonna have to lay you guys down for just a second. I'll be right back. One moment.
Did you grab my soda?
Yes, babe.
Thank you.
Here you go, babe.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Alrighty, now to make it easier on me when it comes to carrying this stuff, I'm gonna real quick take. So this food bag is pretty much empty at this point, mostly. So I went ahead and threw some scraps in there, mix it all up, and then I got it poured over real quick. So one sec. I need 2 hands to do this. Go. Yeah, this part. I use these. This is like these old, y'all know the animal crackers? Yeah, it's them jugs from the animal cracker things. And I use those for animal stuff. Like this one is as well. Kind of funny though, because look. Did you guys ever notice that they changed the size of them? And that one is more recent. That one's an older one. Funny, huh? How we don't notice that they changed the size on us. Anyway, both animal cracker buckets. Babe, did you notice that? The 2 jugs I use for the birds, the animal cracker jugs.
No.
Did you notice I did 2 different sizes?
No.
Look.
Yep.
One's an older one, one's a newer one.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky. Sneaky people changing them sizes on us. Sorry, I had to take my jacket off. It's actually too warm to be wearing a jacket, especially while working. Alright, now I gotta go feed the duckies. And the little baby chickens. Hey. Oh, yeah. Get out in there. So I made a door for the porch. You know, makeshift door. But look, I made a little flap door. The cats use it. And the little chickens use it too. figured it out. Wasn't sure if they were going to be able to figure it out, but hey, Terry. Your jacket's all messed up, and that's why I have to work on them, because I made them so quickly that not all of them are the right size for each individual chicken, like not perfect. So I'm working on, fixing them up, getting the size right. Hey, Pepper, isn't she cute? Look at that. She's a splash. Yeah, you're so pretty. She's one of ours, one of the ones we hatched. We do get a lot of splash babies. Like when we hatch out chickens, we get a lot of splash babies. And here real soon there's going to be a change in roosters for our flock. It has to happen. Here's our last three that we hatched out. Well, actually not the last three. Our last four that we hatched out are still inside. They're little frizzle babies. The mamas are frizzles, and then the daddies are a couple of the other chickens. But this right here is this is Nuggets, baby, the one in the middle. The one to the right belongs to one of the Morans. It's a white Moran chicken. And then this one right here is also from a Moran, but we believe that Teriyaki actually fathered this one. And we have a sneaking suspicion that we have at least 2 roosters here. And I thought they were all female in the beginning. But that's just our luck. So, yeah. That's the danger when you hatch chickens. You never know what you're gonna. Yes, I know. Hold on. Had to get you guys' bowls cleaned out and stuff. Come on, duckies. You duckies. Duckies. Yeah, look, food. There you go. You're okay, duckies. It's water. See? Yeah, it's water and food. There you go. Messy duckies. There goes the duckies. Num 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 num. 3 chickens against 3 ducks. This is what's going on here. Who's gonna win? Now the ducks shouldn't really care about the chickens too much, because the first 4 weeks or so of their lives they actually were sharing an enclosure with the frizzle babies. It wasn't until the ducks got too messy that I separated them. Whee! Goosies, they are curious. I think he's trying to move around with the chickens. These chickens are not used to ducks, so they don't really know what to do with them. There's a duckies. Duckies. Squirt's like they're little, like me. What the heck? Yeah, Squirt. What do you think, girl? So intimidating. Hi, Layla. I've got a chicken on me. I've got a chicken perching on me. Just jumped on my back, y'all. Come here, Goofy. Which one are you? Are you Bits? Yep, you're Bits. This is Nuggets baby. This one my daughter hand raised and spent a lot of time with. So this one's the tamest out of the three. All right, Goofy. Go on. Go back down. You're all right. You all need to groom them tail feathers. Why are they so messy? Here you go, ducky, 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 duckies. Here you go, ducky, ducky, ducks. Why are you climbing on my back, you goof? Little weirdo keeps climbing on my back. It's just sitting on my back, on my shoulder. Can you not poop on my head, though, please? Peach, you're so loud and scary. My goodness. They're new. Be gentle. There's a ducky, ducky, duckies. There's a ducky, 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 duckies. Ow. Chicken, you're ripping my hair out. Thank you. I don't have that much hair left. Now they're getting cute. Now they're getting ready to do cute stuff. Look, yes. There's water there. There's water there. You guys are funny looking. You got those random little white feathers. Now, depending, like I said, depending on the temperature tonight, may or may not keep them outside and let them continue to acclimate to the temperatures staying outside. If it's too much of a dip in temperature, then I won't leave them outside. It really depends. Now, they do have good coverage with their feathers, so they should be fine. But so they got their feathers coming in. They got like probably 90-something% of their feathers that are already there. They were hatched and raised on our property, so I'm not worried about like quarantining them or anything like that. My main concern is only, hey Squirt, what is it, Squirt? Hi Squirt. Yeah? What is it, girl? You see the little duckies? Huh, Squirt? Yeah, they're little like you. Can you guys tell how curious she is about them? She's like, I attack! You're so moody. I love you. You're the cutest little moody goosey ever. I know, Squirt. What do you think, baby? Excuse me, chickens. Excuse me, little cluck clucks. Come here, Squirt. Do you want some food? Come on, Squirt. Here. You want some? No? You got an attitude? Alright, fine. Spoilt butt. Spoilt butt. Here. I know you're gonna be over here checking them out for a while. I know you. I remember what you did with the other duckies, so I'll put you down a couple piles for you. Okay? I'll put down a couple of little piles of food for you, okay? What do you think, Squirt? You like him? Huh? Do you think you might be friends with him later? I agree, they are cute. I still think geese are cuter. I, I can't help it. They are adorable, don't get me wrong. But, like, to me, it's like... to me, it's like ducks are like the goose's goofy cousin. Like, the one that's a little derp. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just me. Like, I love them. I think they're cute. I think they're adorable. But to me, like the way they look, the way they act, to me they're like the goose's goofy little doofy cousin. Okay, little Squirt. Have you guys ever noticed she's got a heart on her cheek? It's just laying on its side. See that? She got a heart on her cheek. It's just laying on its side. Where you going, Squirt? Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Hi, pretty bird. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. See? We agree. Nadia, have you ever seen barnacle geese? Like, are you familiar with what they look like? Okay, good. And they're a little like Squirt. So, and get this. Because they're both from the brunt genus, from the Brunta genus, if or when they have babies, those babies will actually be fertile. So, like, just... Oh yeah, and guess what, Nadia? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? So, you know how I've explained how, like, if my Canada goose, like, you know how I've explained how Pretty Bird's legal, right? Because he's a hybrid between a Canada and a domestic species, right? Okay, so there are some animals that don't require permits, right? And some animals that do. One of the reasons why Canada geese require a permit is because they're residents of the North Americas, okay? But there are some animals, say like a barnacle goose, that are not normally residents in the US. They are a European goose. Which means that when Squirt has a baby with them, there might be a possibility that those babies may not require a permit to own them. May. The law is kind of a little iffy right now. There's some stuff that's changing about, you know, about the waterfowl right now, like about the exotic birds and stuff, and about all those rules. There's some things that are kind of up in the air right now, and a lot of people are trying to figure out what that means and all the other stuff. Like, for an example, what's up with that feather? Come here. There you go. You got a feather. Anyways, so we're kind of trying to figure things out, but I love their feathers. Look. You guys want a mini farm? That is so cute. That'd be awesome. Well, if you ever come down here, you let me know. I've got the bantam coochins, and I've got the mini goosey. And guess what their babies will look like? If Squirt has a baby with that little barnacle gander, have you ever seen a giant Canada goose, like the ones that have the unibrow? They have like eyebrows. Well, that's what it looks like. Like they have a white patch that goes across their forehead. See, you're getting too wet for my liking. You're getting wet too quickly for my liking. But that should fix itself pretty soon. Anyways, you never seen one? Oh my God, you gotta look them up. Okay, so giant Canada goose. It's the biggest one of the subspecies. So you know how Squirt is the smallest of the subspecies? The giant Canada goose is the largest of the subspecies of Canada geese. And the giant Canada goose has this thing where, like, instead of just having a white cheek patch, they also have a white, like, line on their forehead that makes it look like a unibrow, okay? And when you cross a barnacle goose with a cackling goose, their babies look like miniature giant Canada geese. Like, so cute. just look it up. Just look it up. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, super cute. Like, their offspring is adorable. So yeah, totally worth it. Anyway, some of the other, like, I have a list of geese, like a list of like species, like breeds, kind of like the kind of geese that I want to add to my gaggle in the future. Some of them are like the bar-headed goose. Some of them are not like 100% like that. Like some of them I'm like almost 100% about adding, and some of them I'm not 100% about adding because I need to look into their personalities and such. Because there are some geese that are much more territorial, and that can create a problem if you don't have the land space, or if you have other breeds of geese. For an example, a lot of people recommend that you do not get Egyptian geese with other geese, because unless you are willing or capable of separating, like having like your land kind of divided. Because Egyptian geese apparently are very territorial. They're great with humans, but bad with other geese. Like, they're very territorial. So, which can create a problem. And then there are some kind of geese that are actually, so ganders. So, okay, how do I say this? So you guys know how, like, chickens have spurs, right? This big old claw that's on the back of their leg that they can spur you with, right? And they can stab you with it, right? Well, geese have spurs as well. Now, over time, their what the heck does Pre-Bird have on his leg? Pre-Bird, hold on. What the heck is that? What do you got on your leg, buddy? Look at that. Okay, that's strange. Come here. What is that? It's a freaking rope thingy. Come here. How do I get that off you? See that? That was on you. And they would have thought that that was grass or something. Jesus. Where'd you find that? Jesus. I'm telling y'all, them windstorms, they blow everything up. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Hey, boy. Hi, babies. Everybody else good? Everybody else good? Yeah? You didn't eat anything weird? Nothing stuck somewhere on your body? Nothing going on that's not supposed to go on? Okay. All right. Anyway. So, what was I just saying? Oh, yeah. So, just like roosters have spurs on their legs, geese have spurs. But their spurs have evolved over time. Okay? So, In pretty bird's case, for an example, for Canada geese and a lot of the domestic geese, right? Their spurs, basically. Come here, pretty bird. Pretty bird, come here. Come here, pretty bird. Let me show you a spur. Let me show him your spur. Look, you see that lump? That lump right there? That's like that is a very, very hard cartilage right there, okay? And that's why it hurts so much when they hit you with their wings. They're not just hitting you with their elbow. They're hitting you with a specifically made little bump right there, that is literally like the leftovers of their spur. But some breeds of geese never lost their full spurs. So there are literally geese walking around on this earth that have full-on claws, like spurs, that are attached to that part of their wing. Okay? And I actually freaked out seeing those, thinking that something was wrong with him, right? And maybe that's, you know what I mean? Like maybe you remember it. I was asking about it in videos. I was posting it on Facebook, asking other breeders. And that's when they explained to me that's just the spurs. Well, apparently there are geese that have claws. And if they punch you with their wing, they're puncturing you. Like some of them have one, some of them have two or three. Like they've got these like big claws on their wings that they can spur you with. Right, Bubbas? What do you have in your mouth? What is that? Oh, okay. What? What are you mesmerized about? What are you so mesmerized about? What is it, Ducky? I love Ducky so much. This is how you know it's Ducky. Watch. That right there, because he's goofy. But also, look at his nostrils. You can see that his left nostrils, our right, is larger than the other side. You can see that there's a part at the top that's literally missing on this side. The nostril is bigger. Yes, yes. See? It's bigger than the other one. That's how you know that's Ducky. Ducky also has a funny obsession with Dino. Now, Ducky's a male. We know this for sure. But we keep going back and forth on what Dino is. Yes. That is why they smack us with their wings. They're from, go home! Go on! Go home! Just another livestock guardian dog. But they gotta learn that this land no longer belongs to them. Really? Peach? You want to challenge me? What's up? What's up? What? What happened? What happened? Did you change your mind? What happened, Peach? Where you going? I thought we were fighting. What happened? What happened? You're a wuss. You only want to do it when I'm not watching. Dork. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go and try and take that structure apart, that thing right there, so I can repurpose the wood. But I wanted to share with you guys me putting the duckies out. See, there's a neighbor's livestock guardian dog. It's a Great Pyrenees. He's not really, chances are he's not a threat to our animals at all. Livestock guardian dogs are literally like farm livestock guardian dogs, farm dogs, even farm guard dogs. Generally, most of the time are raised to not mess with livestock. It doesn't matter if it's your livestock or their livestock, they won't mess with it. What he's most likely doing is what you call wandering, which basically means that whatever his property is, his land is, because he's capable or she's capable of protecting their own land, these animals do not adhere to our borders, right? As in they don't play by our rules of fencing and what we say is our property versus our neighbor's property, blah, blah, blah. They don't care about that stuff. So if a livestock guardian dog feels that he can handle protecting more than his own land, he will start to wander and he will start expanding his own land. and he will start claiming land that is technically does not belong to his owner, but in his mind it belongs to him, so or her. So they will walk around on other people's property and they will start marketing the area. And this is also how you can end up with livestock guardian dogs clashing, because it's exceptionally difficult to keep a livestock guardian dog from wandering, is what most people seem to call it, is wandering, meaning that they spread their territory out more than what they're supposed to. And so a lot of people have to use things like the halo or invisible electrical fencing, like the ones where like they wear a collar and it like warns them and it beeps and it vibrates, and then if they go past their line it shocks them, like to keep them within their own borders, to keep them from getting hit by a car. And the thing is, it's not like they keep doing this over and over again. They experience it once or twice and then they never go out of that area again. But old style, like traditionally, people don't mind other people's livestock guardian dogs. Traditionally, those animals just wander and help. Basically, all the livestock guardian dogs are all protecting everyone. That dog marking around my property is going to help deter other predators from coming onto my property, even though it's not my dog. You know what I mean? So I'm not upset with the dog, but I'm also trying to let him know that I don't want him inside my fencing, because in the end, this is Obi's land, and Obi is being trained to this land. And, you know, I want Obi to be the one learning to mark his own territory. And, you know, that's part of the whole training and raising a livestock guardian dog thing. But, yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to get off here real quick. And you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the birdies. I hope you guys enjoyed meeting the duckies. And I'm going to go ahead and get back. There you go. Now you see some with the jacket on. See, I got to resize them. Get them to the right size for them. That was just something real quick. Keep them warm overnight. But yeah, they scrambled. Hi, babies. But yeah, the duckies seem to be having fun. And I will see you guys later. See, they still get too wet. I don't like that. You have to learn to use their own oil glands. Anyway, and that's one of the reasons why I couldn't bring them out before, because I needed to make sure they could handle themselves and mostly stay dry, even if they didn't stay dry 100%. And that's also why the water is low. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. And I'll keep you guys posted on when our new little barnacle gander shows up. Alrighty, guys.